Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Piney Orchard Ice Arena here in Odenton, Maryland. Here we have the MIAA B Conference Championship matchup between the St. Peter's and Paul Sabres and your Dons of Loyola Blakefield. Alongside Alex MD, I'm Joe Tartaglia, and I'm pleased here to bring you all the action. Alex?
Thanks, Joe. We've got a great matchup in store tonight between the Sabres and the Dons, two high-profile physical teams. And with that being said, let's look at some of the keys for this afternoon's game. So first for Loyola is be disciplined. You can't overcommit. Don't be too aggressive on the forecheck. As we know, the Sabres play chippy, and you can't give up any stupid penalties. Sitting in the box, they'll take advantage with their lethal power play.
And Alex, I had the pleasure sitting in on their team meeting yesterday after school, and goalie Austin Foster really made a point to his team, saying that they had to shoot low blocker side on this Sabres goaltender, not let him to get any easy glove saves. So I would suggest that we look for that throughout the course of this game.
Definitely. He's good at flashing that glove, so you want to keep it offside to generate rebounds if it hits off that pad. And for Loyola, another key will be to contain the Sabres' best player, Cole Lacaz, number 7. He's a senior, and he can really do some damage if they don't watch out.
And we see just by his size, the Dons are just trying to push him to the boards and just keep his productivity to a minimum. And as the warm-up clock winds down, we approach face-off here in the 2018 Varsity Ice Hockey B Conference Championship game.
So this Loyola has the opportunity to capture its second consecutive MIAA crown. They've got a team full of seniors like Joe Stafford. He's the captain of this team. And Austin Foster, seasoned veteran between the pipes. And
we will pause as the PA announcer here at the Ice Arena announces the starting lineups.
Sophomore right wing, number 12, Joey Brady. Senior left wing, number 21, Sam Wiesner. Senior center, number 7, Cole Lacaz. And senior goaltender, number 30, Jack McPhee. And now the starting lineup for the Loyola Dons. Sophomore defense, number 20, Patrick Michael. Sophomore defense, number 18, Darian Anderson. Junior center, number 7, Luke Anthony. Senior right wing, number 2, Logan Simmons. Senior left wing, number 6, Joe Stafford. And senior goaltender, number 30, Austin Foster. The Dons are coached by Mike Morty.
And there you have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and gentlemen with your guests as we listen to the playing of our national anthem.
And we will also pause for the national anthem. there you have it, Alex. Opening introductions and the playing of the national anthem. And will give anyone chills. I mean, even though it's 40 degrees and brisk in here, regardless, it's time for some championship hockey.
And this is where stars are born, Joe. Several guys today on both sides can make a name for themselves, as this is a rematch between the two teams. The Sabres took the first regular season matchup 2-1. Let's see if Loyola can take the most important game of the season.
And last week, these two teams played again. On February 8th, these two teams played and tied 3-3. These teams are so evenly matched. Let's see what they can do today, as Ankeny will take the face-off for the Dons. Dished up, Stafford going to the corner. Stafford with a big check. Dished up the ice. Blocked away by Anderson. Stafford fighting for it along the boards. Anderson with a check. Number 21, Sam Wiseman. Some strong defense. Back up to Stafford. Stafford couldn't handle it. Now on the boards. And a big check up on the boards by number 14, Nick Brenovsky. And a big check.
Huge
number
hit
8
there. That's Jackson DeAdder. Just on the other end, you had Darren Anderson with a big block to spring that offense.
And Foster catches the rebound and ices it. What an opening shift.
And just like that, star player for the Sabres, that's their senior leader on the first shot.
Some good D down. Loyola clears it out. Joey Wolfgang going to get it out of his own zone. And now they'll chase as Wolfgang clears. Caught up for it by DeAdder. Kept onside. Dumped down by number 21, Ethan O'Reilly.
Wolfgang a little over-aggressive here. Peter and Paul has a quick break, but Loyola gets back on the defensive end.
Now when 2-on-2 is that pass is dished into the opposing zone.
On that last possession, we saw Wolfgang be a little too aggressive. He shouldn't be pinching in that early in the game.
Luke Ankeny battling for it, and he'll dish it out. Jackson DeAdder. Jackson DeAdder at a one-on-one. He'll dish it. Rebound. Goal! Luke Ankeny puts the Dons on top. 1-0. A beautiful rebound shot. And credit Jackson DeAdder with the assist. Luke Ankeny gets him started here early.
And that's a beautiful play by Jackson DeAdder. He did exactly what they drew up in the pregame. That was shoot low blocker, generated a huge rebound, and that puck was on a silver platter, and it was drilled in the top left corner.
And Ankeny takes the face-off.
Ankeny.
Slapper. And Austin traps that one. He'll ice it, and we will have a face-off. Matthew Blodgett, the face-off for Loyola. It's lugged down into the zone. Ball up to the half boards. Tried to dish it out, couldn't, and a slip. And a great job by Foster blocking that shot away.
Nearly a disaster there for Loyola as they turn it over right to Cole Lacaz. That's not who you want to give the puck to.
Stafford bringing pressure. Regained by Meckel in his own zone. Meckel will leave it. Pass up to Stafford. Almost intercepted and not be able to control by number 18, Matt Weatherby. And here we go. A chance for breakaway, no. Regained by number 16, Chris Fiorino, as he lugs it into the zone and dumps it. And now we get a line change. As they fight for it, number 19, Trent Miller, slaps one over to the goalie, and he will ice it.
So if you're Loyola, you could not ask for a better start here. You're firing pucks to the net, containing the Sabres' offense so far.
Jack McPeak is the man behind the mask for the Sabres tonight.
You got 2 battle of the 30s with seasoned veterans Foster and McPeak. And the goalie showdown is one of high importance to this afternoon.
As Fiorino regains at the boards. Tries to get it to his big man. Up to the defenseman. Puck rattles around. And it will be iced by Jack McPeak as he snags that one on his glove.
Darian Anderson whiffed a bit on that slapper, but you got to like that Loyola's drilling the puck to the net. That's what you got to do. McPeak's a big man. You got to shoot him down low and hope for a rebound, maybe a tip-in. That's how the first goal was generated.
It looks like the first line is back in for the Dons. Luke Ankeny will take the face off. It'll go back into the Sabres zone. Stafford keeps it in play. Shot in the slot. Ankeny, no goal. Rebound. And it's in! Luke Ankeny with his second goal here in the first period. And the Dons go on top. 2-0.
2 shots, 2 goals for Luke Ankeny, the junior. He's a stud. Loyola, a team full of superstars. And they come racing out of the gate. 2-0, Joe.
Luke Ankeny back in there again, take the face off, and he will sling it down into the Sabres zone.
2 goals in 4 minutes for the Dons. Interesting to see how the Sabres can respond.
And there goes Wiseman. Wiseman going for the check, and a big check. Wiseman checks Ethan O'Reilly hard into the boards as the puck goes rattling back into Sabre territory on their side of the red line.
Scoring his second of the matchup, number 7, Luke Ankeny.
Vincent Serrano will dish it off. Pass almost intercepted. And trying to get up to Stafford. Can't handle it. It'll be checked out of play by number 9, Seth McGareth. Stafford will lug it up. Almost a nasty collision there between 2 teammates. Serrano couldn't keep it out of the blue line.
That was a dangerous pass there, but Vinny Serrato, the freshman, was able to keep it alive.
Don's applying a decent forecheck, but can't leave those slap porous. As the Sabres will try to control at the point, and they do. Slapper snagged by Foster.
That was popcorn there for Austin Foster. Nice glove save. Never really challenged him.
As we're just under 10 minutes ago here in the first period, the Dons up 2-0. Alex, how do you think Loyola's been doing with their keys that they wanted to get accomplished?
So far, so good. I mean, they're being the most aggressive team on the ice, clearly. Pushing in transition, getting nice fast break opportunities. They're being disciplined. They're containing number 7, Kolakaz, very nicely. And shoot low blocker side, how the first goal was scored. And play for the seniors. Logan Simmons, big assist. Luke Ankeny stepping up as a junior with 2 goals on the night.
And a great forecheck being placed on it by Dons. St. Peter Paul is not able to get it past their blue line. It's a fantastic pressure. As Anderson can't keep it, but he will dump it down into the opposition zone. And Wolfgang, again, will dish it down. And we'll get another line change. And here's Stafford. Stafford looked to have a shot in the slot, couldn't get it. Backhand. No goal as Cam Miller had a chance for the backhand, but got checked immediately after touching the puck.
Looks like the goal came off its moorings, drawing a whistle there, but I think St. Peter and Paul got away with a bit of a cross-check to the back of Cam Miller.
Ankeny again taking the face-off. Loses his stick, regains. Puck up in the air, battle up in the air, still up, still in the Sabre zone, and will be taken out. And a big check. 2 bodies collide. Patrick Meckel laying the hit for the Dons. It's surprising there, Alex, to see Meckel laying such a hit, being such a little guy. But he was able to get under those pads. Here's Meckel again on defense. And a big save. Austin Foster snags that one, trying to go glove side.
Austin Foster flashes the leather right there. Beautiful glove save. Just like that. Cole Lacaze showed off his speed as he was able to take on 2 Dons defenders. So I think he's heating up here. He's going to put on a fight. And now Loyola has to be ready for the test defensively.
You're right, Alex. Lacaze thought he had one top shelf, and Austin snagged that one right out of the air. Meckel skating around his own zone. He will dump it. Brought out. O'Reilly tried to apply a check. Couldn't. Sabres with it around the net. Dangerous right in front of the crease. And it will be scooped up by the Dons on a big hit as O'Reilly goes down. Sabres again. Meckel. Here comes Lacaze, and he's just wide on the wrister.
He had Foster beat. I think Austin was not sure where that puck went. Luckily, the defender got in the way to block that one.
Trying to go over the middle of the slot, unable to connect on the pass. And Serrano will dish it out. And a big check. A big check by Sam Wiseman. And now it looks like St. Peter Paul starting to pick up their physicality here.
Chase Chelf playing without a stick. He was being very aggressive on the forecheck. And a turnover here.
There we go, Cam Miller. Thought he had something, but some good defense applied by the Sabres. Miller still chasing after the puck. And we will have a stoppage of play.
Loyola already with 7 shots on goal in this first period. 2 of those have lit the lamp thanks to Ankeny. On the other hand, St. Peter's and Paul only 3 shots so far. Joe, what can they do to generate more offense?
Well, for the Dons, I would say they have to keep trying to work it to their point men, trying to set up slappers. For St. Peter and Paul, keep up their physicality. They're a much bigger team than Loyola, so see if they can apply more checks and wear this Loyola team down. They might have they'd have a great chance of scratching their way back. It's
nice
still very early.
2-line pass there. Ankeny threading the needle.
And Luke Ankeny going back on defense. Vincent Serrano gets crushed trying to get that one. And here comes Stafford. Captain Stafford up the boards. No, he can't control it. And a good was a Meckel tried to apply a check down the boards. Could not connect. And alternate captain Logan Simmons trying to pass it up, and it will be icing. So, Alex, you can't really ask for a better start here if you're Loyola up 2-0. You're about a little over halfway.
So far, Loyola has executed beautifully, really throwing pucks on net, getting traffic in front of the big goalkeeper, and playing sound defense, just allowing 3 shots on goal so far.
Rister goes wide. They will regain, and icing is the call again. So St. Peter Paul unable to really get any offense going early. And we'll have to see if Coach Will Wiseman will draw anything up going into the intermission.
You've obviously got to get Lacaze more involved. He's got 2 shots on goal. Both have been tough to fight off for Austin Foster. The one glove save, the other was blocked. So if he can get some more chances on net, I think the Sabres could be headed in the right direction.
And we will have another face-off as that puck goes out of play. Jackson Deatter at the face-off. He will apply the pressure, unable to keep it in the zone.
Lacaze unable to take on 4 Loyola defenders. And that just goes to show what kind of attention he can draw.
Absolutely, Alex. As number 3, Joey Wolfgang, fighting for it in his own zone. And Joey Wolfgang, the pass to Cam Miller. Miller will just dump it over the slot, hope for a rebound, can't get it. So
That's what you got to do if you're skating all alone. Just throw one offside blocker.
That's what we saw Deatter do for that goal earlier. Some back and forth. No real team.
Wolfgang nicely cleared, but just off the tape there of Josh Dobbin.
And a chance for a breakaway here. Matthew Blodgett unable to get with the deke. Some great defense by number 9, Seth McGareth.
Blodgett wanted to go with the curl and drag. He had another guy following. Just couldn't pull it off. Nice move. Nice play by the defender.
Now the Sabres had a chance, and they will dump it into the zone. An epic check placed on number 20, Patrick Meckel, by number 21.
Big hit
St.
there.
Wiseman, excuse me.
You just saw by Peter Fritsch, and he and Darian Anderson were getting a bit chippy over there in the corner.
And that's what they talked about, Alex, earlier before the game, to not let the emotion of the game overtake them. They don't want any stupid penalties, as an icing is the call. But they don't want any stupid penalties to really impact their chances of winning this game. That's what both the team captain Joe Stafford and alternate captain Logan Simmons had to say yesterday.
And here we got Lacaz on the draw. He wins that cleanly.
The wrister is way off. Looked more like a dump in. And the Dons will fight for it towards the end. Serrano unable to control it. It'll go into the slot and back out to the wing. A shot on goal. Fight for it, and they get it out. Unable to ice it.
Big save there by Foster, using the leather of his pad to deny Lacaz there on the doorstep. Beautiful save by Austin Foster.
Stafford fights for it. They will end up getting up to the Lakazi. Stafford tripped up.
And Darian Anderson may not be the biggest guy on the ice, but he sure is throwing around his body weight there on the boards.
And now Loyola will dump it down, and it will not be icing as the goalie makes contact with the puck.
Nicely done to get that on goal to avoid the icing.
Loyola now trying to work something in their opponent's zone. They'll try to get out to the point. Wolfgang trying to control it. He does. It'll be caught by St. Peter Paul and placed back on the ice. Stafford with possession of the puck. Stafford through the blue line. Stafford with a wrister, and it's blocked. Stafford now fighting for it. Down the end boards. Has control. Knocks it behind the net. Big check missed.
You just got to say Loyola is skating better in the early going.
Now an
finding
opportunity.
the open spots of ice better than St. Peter Paul so far.
And a great job by Ethan O'Reilly blocking that shot.
Beautiful move.
Some great dekes right over to the net and blocked away. Pat save, Austin Foster.
Foster, a brick wall so far.
And there's another brick wall move by number 11, Matthew Blodgett. He will take it past the blue line. Trying to work something with Trent Miller.
And back on the other end, you saw Lacaz show off his potential. He went to that double toe drag move.
Wiseman. Little chippy on that side. Some major contact. But Foster will negate any of that as he pounces on the puck. And we will have another face-off. 1:35 left here in the first period.
And suddenly you can sort of sense the tide shifting, the momentum been in St. Peter Paul's favor the last 5 minutes or so.
I would say it's been pretty even since the last Loyola score, but now you're right, Alex. St. Peter Paul has been playing a little bit more physical.
They're up to 6 shots on goal as we speak.
As McGredig will toss it down. Wiseman with control in the Loyola zone. Deatter unable to separate him from the puck. Loyola trying to get something going in the slot. Looks like Miller was going for a slapper, taken away, and a big opportunity there for number 9, Chase Shelf.
Chase Shelf waiting right on the doorstep. The puck was
he was right
a little
there.
Too hot and skipped over his tape there.
He was right there. He's unable to put it away. Now here comes Jackson DeAdder, speeding up the ice. DeAdder cuts over the slot. Nobody there. 37 and counting here in the first period. Rister. And number 15, Aubrey Perry's shot is swallowed up by Austin Foster, and we will have a face-off with just under 30 remaining.
And Foster, with that save, increases his total to 7 in this first period. Foster's been a stud and kept us at a 2-goal lead for the Dons.
And he's been their guy all year. And the Dons will rely on Foster again to secure them another championship tonight. As Wolfgang comes off the ice, Stafford will take the face-off. Battle for it at the midboards. Regained a dangerous pass over the slot, unable to be blocked away, but luckily for Loyola, no one was there.
Good play by Ankeny to get it off the tape of Lacaze right there to stop that potential attack.
Meckel will hold it. And let's see if he'll just dish it. He'll knock it off the boards, and Stafford will let the time run out. So after the first period of regulation, Loyola's up 2-0 with 2 periods left to play in this B Conference Championship matchup. For Alex Emney, I'm Joe Tartaglia. We'll be right back to give you the second period after this intermission. And welcome back to Piney Orchard Ice Arena. The Dons with a 2-0 lead here in the B Conference Championship game. Alongside Alex Emney, I'm Joe Tartaglia. Welcome back here in Odenton. Alex, what do you think was the biggest reason that the Dons were able to have so much success in that first period?
I'd say they executed the game plan to perfection. I mean, we looked at the keys to game, be disciplined. The Sabres played chippy. They didn't take any dumb penalties. Loyola was very aggressive, scoring 2 fast break goals by Luke Ankeny. And he's playing center today. Normally he plays defense. So a bit of a surprise there that Ankeny's on the scoreboard twice. And Loyola leads in the shot department now 9-7.
That pass is swallowed up as Ankeny going for the hat trick early here. But unable to get it past the goalie, Jack McPeak.
A bouncing biscuit nearly found its way to the back of the net right there.
Trying to wrap it around. And Luke Ankeny, again, unable to go for the hat trick.
Ankeny leading all skaters with 4 shots on goal.
As McPeak swallowed that one up. And a quick one. A great job again by Ankeny.
Logan Simmons fired that one on goal right off the faceoff. Good awareness by McPeak there.
Face-off won by St. Peter Paul. They will take it up the ice. Wiseman unable to control it, goes down into the corner. Meckel, one of the Dons, fighting for it. Lacaze unable to control it. Stafford with a one-on-one. See what he can do. And he's played back into the boards. Stafford again controlling it. Staying up on his feet, avoiding the check. And now here come the Sabres. They'll dump it into the corner. Lacaze trying to get it, but Wolfgang beats him to the point. And now we will have a 2-on-2 as Matthew Blodgett tries to fight through it, but unable. Nick Baranski will put it away. Trent Miller fighting in the corner now for the Dons. He'll dump it into the corner behind the net. Sabres trying to kick it out. And now a 2-on-1 chance. Easy. Austin Foster puts it away with ease.
I don't really like the development right there. They didn't play the 2-on-1 well offensively. Should have waited longer to pull the trigger or pass it.
You're right, Alex. They had the opportunity to pass it a couple times or at least make Austin commit to one side, but he just risked that one without any real difficulty.
And
for
right
the
in the
goalie.
glove, he could have at least shot at blocker's side to try to generate a rebound.
He might have just gotten a little too excited. He saw he had an opening. Serrato found his way off the ice. Stafford wins the faceoff. At the point, Slapper goes high. Rebound off the glass. Seth McGrath trying to get at the point for the Sabres. He will dump it in. Nothing there. Kick down. And a smart play.
Stafford in the foot race.
Stafford trying to fight for it. Joe Stafford unable to get it. And now Logan Simmons with control over the slot. No goal. Number 18, Darian Anderson, unable to connect. Don's really applying the pressure as that puck skids by. And now a chance for the Sabres. A 2-on-1. Lakazi, no!
Save!
Puck in front. And a great
Austin
job.
Foster.
Foster still alive.
He's
And
a brick wall.
and it will be cleared. And the Dons with a 3-on-2. They will dump it down. Unable to ice it is McPeak. And a loose puck down on the Sabres' end.
Lacaze was in one-on-one with Foster, and he slammed the door shut. Beautiful save right on the doorstep. Austin Foster makes his 10th save of the matchup.
Saucer pass to clear it. Lacaze unable to get anything going. And now we have a line change. Still 2-0, 11:44 to go here in the second period.
Foster is standing on his head. That's at least the second shot on the doorstep he has managed to turn away. And he's really kept Loyola in this game and all season long throughout his career.
And a stoppage of play for offsides. And Bradley Weber will dump it down into the opposing zone. The Sabres trying to work something in middle ice. Unable. Here comes Meckel. Meckel dancing around into the corner. Checked into the boards, regaining composure. Pass into the slot, unable to be controlled by the Sabres. Number 8, Jackson Deatter fighting for it in the opponent's corner. Back to the point, Ethan O'Reilly, wrister, and it is caught and iced by Jack McPeak.
That's the best chance we saw just moments ago by St. Peter's and Paul. If they keep up that kind of pressure, it's only a matter of time before they crack the code of Austin Foster.
Absolutely, with two odd man rushes here midway in the second period.
And whenever there's an odd man rush, it seems that Lacaze finds his way right into the middle of it, the star player.
As Ankeny, again going for that hat trick goal, unable to find it, and McPeak will ice it once more.
Big save by McPeak to rob Ankeny of that hat trick.
Ankeny again with the face-off. He'll knock it into the corner. In a quick shot, deflected out. And the Sabres clear. And offsides, so they will not advance. Checked in the boards. Simmons, hard check right by.
And there's a penalty upcoming for that check, I believe. Or was that just an offside call? We'll wait and see.
I believe that's a delayed penalty on the ice. Correction, no delayed penalty. Foster, rebound.
Foster fights that one off and stones Lacaze again on the doorstep.
Foster with a dangerous rebound, but able to reject the puck once more. Stafford stays on his feet. He'll get it past the blue line. As the Sabres get back on defense, Stafford trying to lug it over in the middle. Puck is loose out in front. Puck in the crease. No goal. Meckel.
A frenzy there in front of the goal. Could not go, and the Sabres take over.
Here comes Aubrey Perry. Perry. Goal! Aubrey Perry, the sophomore, puts the Sabres at a one-score deficit. Aubrey Perry, Alex, with their first goal for the Sabres today. And we got ourselves a hockey game. 9:47.
He roofed that one right over the glove of Foster. Not a chance. Placed right under the bar. And that's when you want back if you're Loyola. They almost scored and had no defenders back to stop that rush.
And now the intensity starts to pick up. These two evenly matched teams going again. Here comes Lacaze. Lacaze! Goal! Cole, Lacaze, and we are tied. Just like that, we will restart. 9:35 here in the second period.
You saw that. You saw the Sabres offense threatening, and it was only a matter of time.
Both sides of the ice, electric. Here in Piney Orchard Ice Arena.
Lacaze is a stud, and all afternoon he's been fighting hard, and now he finally gets the Sabres back into the game.
And the Dons unable to control. And again, unable to get something going. It's going back and forth as it saucers around. Unable to get anything going for this team. Loose puck. Here comes Serrato. Serrato! No goal. McPeak ices it.
Back and forth we go. And Serrato, the latest to fire one on net. He's just a freshman.
And you can feel the momentum swaying. It was all Loyola for that entire first period, and now St. Peter Paul right back in it.
The momentum's like a pendulum swinging back and forth.
As DeAdder will take the face-off. He will win it.
As we said in the open, both teams perfectly
Check
matched
on the
up.
ice. Miller. Can't handle it. Miller again. And the battle on the boards. The ref getting in the way there a little bit. And it'll be offsides as that puck was brought in front of the blue line and then back over. Number 2, John Albrecht will take the face-off for the Sabres. I mean, it is all Sabres right now, Alex. But right now, Miller with a 2-on-2, trying to control in the slot, and it will not be able to control it to get a shot off.
And in hockey, all you need is one shot, and Peter and Paul needed 2 shots, 7 seconds apart, astonishingly, to tie this game up at 2.
As the Sabres cleared out of their own zone, Loyola would try to regroup with Meckel dishing it to Miller. Miller up at the half boards. And the Sabres will control it. They're trying to get something working here. Up to Aubrey Perry. And down to Lacaze. Lacaze.
Big stop, Foster.
Big save. Shot is blocked. Stafford regains. Stafford will go down. And now it's a foot race. Darren Anderson going for it. Unable to control it. And he is checked down to the ice. But now, Logan Simmons with a shot. Logan Simmons, glove save. The Dons' alternate captain unable to put that one away.
Simmons nearly breaks the tie with his 5th shot on goal, but McPeak is up to the test. Nice save there by the senior goaltender.
Off the ref, trying to control it, is Ankeny. Unable. Loose puck at mid-ice. As the Dons toss it back over. A line shift. And the Sabres will do the same. Trying to bounce it off the board. Stafford controlling over the blue line. Stafford will rip a slapper. No luck. Wolfgang unable to stop. Oh! Joe Stafford with the deflection off Joey Wolfgang's slapper came right up the boards, right onto the curve of the stick of Joe Stafford, and the captain puts the Dons back on top.
And 2 seniors combined for the score. Wolfgang fires it hard off the board. Stafford with the presence of mind to find the rebound and tuck it home.
They talked about it yesterday in their interview. Both Stafford and Simmons mentioned that this is the end goal, to have their seniors go out on top in their last organized hockey game. So look for those guys to come through late in this game. Cleared out. Miller regains it. Mid-ice. And credit Ankeny with the assist.
Oh, it jumps right out in front. Loyola didn't see it, though, and Peter and Paul will go on the break.
Peter and Paul with a 2-on-2, and Foster will swallow that one up. Austin Foster will get another save here, just under 6 minutes here in the second period. Dons 3, Sabres 2.
Austin Foster now up to 12 saves.
And it'll be Lacaze versus Ankeny on the face-off. Meckel will control it for the Dons. Quickly checked, and believe Meckel trying to regain it. Lacaze battling for it at the point.
Good poke check. Nice poke check there by Stafford.
Simmons will knock it down, and icing will be the call.
It looked like Stafford won the foot race there, but they'll call icing.
Unlike the NHL, icing does not have to be touched by the defender. So once the puck crosses 2 red lines, it's an automatic call. Meckel battling forward along with Avery. Lacaze, and a beautiful save by Austin Foster.
Foster on fire.
Lacaze trying to go stick side, and Austin Foster in great position, being able to block that one.
And Foster's big 6'2" frame taking up a huge chunk of that goal.
Serrato, some great defense, getting it out of his own zone. Trying to dump it up to Simmons. unable to control it. Lacaze now with it over the blue line. Lacaze in the slot. Lacaze battling for it. And tangled up. No call, and there's an injured Don down on the ice. It is Ankeny down on the ice. Don had to play a man down, and Austin will ice it. And some exchanges between Simmons and Wiseman, it looks like. And Avery still on the ice, has not really moved since the play.
Certainly hope he's all right. Just saw a big slap shot right into the gut of Foster. He's kept Loyola ahead for most of the afternoon.
And this would be a big loss for the Dons if Avery is out. He scored 2 of the 3 Loyola goals so far, as Jeremy Parr, the great athletic trainer of Loyola, over to check on his injured player.
Both teams will talk strategy. I think if you're Peter and Paul, you got to talking about how you can get the puck into Lacaze's hands, onto Lacaze's stick more often. And Loyola's end, how to contain him, as well as how to play keep away down the stretch of the last 4 minutes and 47 seconds of the second period.
It looks like Avery appears to be okay. It could just be a cramp. You see Parr trying to stretch him out a little bit. I did notice that before the game he was getting stretched out by the trainer. So let's see if he can get himself back in this game. But by the way it looks at it, needing assistance, I would say it's unlikely.
I mean, if it is a cramp, he's going to have to get a lot of fluids in him, get some fruit, and maybe he can make a comeback in the third period.
If it's a cramp, he'll definitely be back in this game. And now as we are...
you see he's pushing off a little bit with that right foot, so he's able to put some weight on it.
Try not to speculate. We'll now move on. And just a reminder to everyone listening tonight, whatever you're doing tonight, it can't be as important as what will transpire at around 7 o'clock on LaSalle Road, as our varsity basketball team looks to clinch their first spot in the postseason in years. So if you can make it out to Calvert Hall College tonight, Don's Cards, winner goes to the MIAA playoffs, loser goes home. That's tonight at 7 o'clock.
What a nice Friday doubleheader. This game's even bigger as we're in the championship game. Loyola leads at 3-2. They jumped out 2-0. The Sabres respond 2 goals 7 seconds apart. And the last one, Joe Stafford tucked home a rebound off the board. So very tight contest so far.
Absolutely. 2 very big days for the Loyola community. Darren Anderson takes the face off. It'll be cut down. Serrato keeps it in his zone. Serrato lugs it to the corner. Anderson fighting for it on the boards. Anderson over the middle. And Fiorino unable to put it home. Meckel fighting for it on the half boards. And it will be knocked out of the Loyola zone. And they'll battle in for it as Wiseman controls it. And Foster will get control and then let his defenseman take the rest as the puck is lugged into the corner, and we will have another line change. Fiorino with a big check.
Chris Fiorino laying the lumber. Big hit.
Ethan O'Reilly unable to connect. Deatter trying to apply a forecheck pressure. Unable to. O'Reilly. A big hit. O'Reilly and Wiseman. O'Reilly taking the blunt of that blow, but he was able to do his job and separate Wiseman from the puck.
Absolutely.
And now here comes Deatter. Deatter. Correction. Darian Anderson checked off that puck. And a big check as Miller goes down. 2 Dons down. Miller and Serrato.
That's a punishing hit there.
And this is the physicality we've been mentioning about St. Peter and Paul.
The big sophomore, throwing around his weight, and he absolutely nailed the Loyola player right there.
As that puck is waffled to the goalie McPeak, he will ice it. And just under 3 minutes to go, the Dons still with a 1-goal lead, 3-2, here in this B Conference Championship matchup. Ankeny back in. He will take the face-off. So it appears it just was a minor cramp. So he's back in the game. It's Stafford battling for it in the corner. Wiseman will get control for the Sabres. Stafford will try to keep it in and does. Stretch out Wolfgang. Wolfgang kept it in.
Lucky for Loyola there. If that puck stayed in play, it looked like Wiseman had a break. But it goes up and over the boards, and they'll face it off in the neutral zone.
As the officials confer, we will have a penalty against the Sabres.
It's just
correction.
Yes.
No penalty. The puck was out of play.
It was off the play off the Sabres stick. That's why it's in their zone.
No.
Surprisingly, with all the physicality, there has not been a single penalty thus far in this game.
You're right. The refs have really been letting this one go, letting the teams play, and that's what you want to see in a championship game. You don't want to see the game be decided by whistles. As Simmons trying to fight for it in the corner. Meckel as well. Down in the slot. The Dons trying to control it, and a big check on Meckel by Wiseman. And now Stafford swerving his way along the ice.
Waiting
down
for
into the corner. And he is checked. Now Simmons and Stafford up against Lacaz, trying to contain that big body. And here comes Banovsky. Banovsky will send it down into the low zone, and it'll regroup. As Simmons poke checks that one away. Down to McPeak, and McPeak will ice it. 11-10 remaining in the second period. Intense to say the least, Alex.
Absolutely. What an atmosphere here. Both student section on their feet. As the physicality is certainly showing.
And this is what you want to see in championship hockey. Wiseman trying to get something going. Unable to. Puck goes to the corner. 1 minute left. Miller unable. Battle for position.
It looks like we have an offside call here.
And offsides. Looks like number 9, Seth McGareth, called with the offsides. As Anderson will win the faceoff and take it himself and dump it down into the opposing zone. And he'll do the same. And it looks like the Dons are just trying to let this clock wind down.
Definitely just want to keep it in the Sabres zone, not give up any chances for St. Peter and Paul.
Wolfgang will send it around. Miller, and it looks like we got some action right in the front.
There.
And a big hit on Fiorino.
Good job by Wolfgang to get that one on goal there. Down to 10 seconds, puck behind the net. Let's see what happens here.
Darian Anderson unable to regain it. And it looks like we'll get one more rush. The Dons hold off for a couple more seconds, and they will. So that will do it for 2 intense periods of hockey. Loyola 3, St. Peter and Paul 2. We'll be right back to bring you the final period of this 2018 MIAA B Conference Championship. Welcome back to Piney Orchard Ice Arena for the B Conference Championship game, again between the St. Peter and Paul Sabres and your Dons of Loyola Blakefield. We have seen a lot of back and forth momentum, but the current result is 3-2 in favor of Loyola. Alex, how have the Dons done so far in completing the goals that they set for themselves before the game?
In the first period, they dominated play. 2 goals, very aggressive. They kept Lacaze out of scoring position. Second period, when they tied the score at 2, Loyola broke down defensively. This is the third and final period, the one that will decide the MIAA B champion for 2018. If Loyola wants to make it 2 in a row, they're going to have to clamp down defensively. As you know, St. Peter and Paul will throw everything they have offensively at these Dons.
And after talking with Joe Stafford and Logan Simmons, the captain and alternate captain, before the game yesterday, they told me that they're sick and tired of people talking about them being in the B Conference and diminishing their if it diminishes their achievement whatsoever. They've said that we're competitive in the league that we compete in, and it's not up to them to decide where they play.
A championship's a championship.
That's right. However, they did say that we should all look to the result of the Brother Andrew Cup this year, where the Dons lost valiantly to Calvert Hall 2-4. The Dons are trying to make a statement tonight. 2 championships in a row, and they can make themselves the bid for the A Conference. As St. Peter and Paul will regain and dump it down the end of the ice, and an early icing call.
Right off the bat, we have an icing. Loyola have the draw in the Sabres' offensive zone, and surely they've drawn up some offensive zone plays. We've seen a few shots directly off the faceoff by Logan Simmons. And Wolfgang back there defensively.
Physical faceoff from Simmons, and he'll hit it up into the net. It'll be another faceoff.
Joey Wolfgang done nicely so far. He drew that shot off the boards, leading directly to the Joe Stafford goal. He's done pretty nicely, except for that one mistake where he pinched in too early. And that's another thing here. You can't be overly aggressive if you're Loyola in this third period.
The Dons have a very experienced team. They've been here in this situation before, and their seniors really coming through when they need to as of right now. But we still have a very long third period to go, as Anderson will battle for it down in the corner. Taken away by Ankeny. Trying to regain possession near the blue line is Lacaze, and he will push it down to the corner. Meckel with a good check, separates from the puck. Now a battle behind the goalie, Austin Foster. It's a loose puck. And they will continue their battle around right into the slot, trying to get some of the backhand. Unable to do it. And as he loses a glove, the puck is still loose, and the whistle will blow.
Looks like the net popped off its mooring right there. And the line change here.
The Dons very fortunate with the net coming off there, able to stop play and regroup. Looks like St. Peter Paul had an opportunity. They had a lot of pressure on that time.
Yes, Lacaze was lurking in front of the net. The Sabres' most dangerous player. He has accounted for 1 of their 2 goals this afternoon.
Blodgett unable to carry it out. And we'll continue their battle right in front of the crease. Puck still loose. They will come down to the half boards. Kick down into the corner. Wrapped around by number 17, Josh Dobbin will regain it, and he will lug it down the end of the ice, and that will be icing.
If you need to send it deep down the ice for a line change, I would try to aim it towards the goaltender, which would wash out the icing.
Well, it appears they just want to try to stop playing, just ease the pressure for the moment.
And they just want to switch lines as much as possible. You know, in the NHL, though, after an icing, you cannot switch lines. But here in high school hockey, the rules are a bit different. So they'll take icings much more frequently as a strategical move.
As Serrano knocks it around to the half boards. And Miller will get it, number Number 5, Cam Miller, trying to get up the ice. Rister unable to get off the stick. Miller still fighting for it, tries to get it over to the slot, unable. Taken away by Chase Chelf. And a big check at the boards. As Wiseman controls it down for the Sabres. Wiseman trying to fight for it in the slot, unable to. Lacaz over the middle, and a big opportunity with a wide open net, and the Sabres unable to put it away.
Lacaz fed the crease. He had a man in front who just completely whiffed on that one. Otherwise, we have a tie game.
And I would definitely want to look back at this moment, this missed opportunity for St. Peter and Paul. The Sabres had a huge opportunity to tie this game up, as you said. So let's see if that comes back to bite them late in this game.
If you're Loyola now, you got to get it out of your own zone without any trouble. Nice clear by Wolfgang.
And Alex, would you expect the Dons to play a defensive style of play with the lead here?
Yes, absolutely. You cannot play offensively. That's too risky. You can't play total defense. You can't park yourself in front of the goal. But at the same time, you got to play defensive-minded and just chip the puck into the zone. No need to take any risks here.
So the Dons electing to play most of the rest of this period in their own zone.
Not necessarily that. I would try to keep it in the neutral zone as much as possible.
That puck is deflected off a couple bodies. There will be no icing. Fiorino with a big check down in the corner, but that was following the clear. Lacaz unable to connect on the wrister, way off as it knocks up the boards, and a big check again. Chris Fiorino.
Fiorino, second big hit in a row. He's come onto the ice with a hitting mentality.
And he is just eyeing up skaters. And Foster will ice it. 11-17 here in regulation. Dons up by a single goal. Looking to go back-to-back for the first time in school history.
In order to do so, defense is the name of the game. And Lacaz has different ideas. He looks to solve this Loyola defense, which has been pretty solid for most of the day. Icing is washed out immediately.
As the pass was mishandled by Baranowski. Ankeny trying to get over the slot. Nothing there. Lacaz on a 2-on-2. Rister deflected and swallowed up by number 30, alternate captain Austin Foster.
Foster's been a brick wall all year long, and this is the last game for these seniors. So in order to go out with a bang, they're going to have to play 10 minutes and 51 seconds more of sound hockey. And that puts Lacaz's shot total up to 8.
And Foster, like many of his other seniors, electing not to continue hockey going into college. So this is going to be their last organized game for many of these players.
Yeah, Foster's taken his talents to TCU, if I'm not mistaken, and they obviously do not have a hockey program.
And Foster again collects the rebound off the boards, and he will ice the puck. 10:34 here in this championship game. Meckel regains it, and a beautiful deke. And he will continue to take it up the ice. Patrick Meckel with a beautiful play.
Very nicely done by Meckel.
The sophomore.
Get out of his zone and then dump it back into the zone of the Sabres so he can get a line change.
And a rough line change here for the Dons, but a great job by number 21, Ethan O'Reilly, preventing any major damage.
Sauce on that one nicely to get that out of the zone.
And Foster deflects that one. Wolfgang controls it behind his net.
Nicely done there by Joey Wolfgang.
O'Reilly again. Get it up to Miller.
Bad
Deflected.
turnover. You cannot turn it over right there.
Turnover. Defensive zone. Albrecht. Pass it to Lacaz. Lacaz trying to battle for it. Lacaz over the middle. The slot. Wrister.
Oh.
And a beautiful save.
Austin Foster.
By Austin.
Flashing the leather once again.
Austin Foster steals one away from Sam Wiseman.
And you hear the Loyola students chant, he's a brick wall. He is, in fact, a brick wall, Joe. Foster has been a stud this afternoon.
Sabres at the point. Intercepted. Taken by Darren Anderson. Anderson up in the slot. Unable to get anything. Great defense by the Sabres. Now here come the St. Peter and Paul. Up the ice into the Loyola zone. Some big checking going on here. Anderson on the ice. Trying to find something. Deflection.
Big
and
save, Foster, once again.
Cleared.
Peter Fritsch there on the nice wrist shot. Back out. Caught Foster's shoulder at the last
puck
second.
was deflected, so there will be no icing. As Serrato collects the pass and will dump it down for another line change. Stafford and the first line back out on the ice for Loyola. Wolfgang rips one, gets another clear, and the defenders will change lines.
Nicely done by Joe. He's had the calm presence of a veteran leader. Been on the squad several years, and he's just done a nice job of getting the puck out of the zone.
As Simmons is unable to get a clear shot. Here comes Stafford. Stafford trying to get position. Stafford over the net. Unable to put it home. We saw him make one of those against Boys Latin earlier this year. Unable to get it.
Joe didn't quite have the angle right there.
He was
unable. Nonetheless, good effort.
Unable to dangle that one around. Now, 8 minutes remaining in this championship game. As that pass is intercepted by Simmons. Simmons and Stafford. And beautiful save by Jack McPeak. As Wolfgang blocked by the end of the stick. And some great pressure being applied from Loyola. You'd think we'd be playing more defensively.
But when the opportunities present themselves, you got to take advantage. Stafford and Simmons tic-tac, needed the tic-tac-toe there, needed a third man, but couldn't get him. Stafford didn't have much of an angle on that shot, and just there, Wolfgang fired one just over the crossbar.
Absolutely, they can really use a cushion goal right now. Up the ice, go the Sabres, and regain, and a beautiful play to be able to clear that one away.
Ethan O'Reilly, beautiful defensive job by him.
The Dons keeping that pressure. And a great tie-up. Regained by Bradley Weber. And Bradley Weber, will dump it down into the opponent's zone. And there's a battle behind the net. Weber battling for position in the slot. Trying to find somebody. Unable to connect with Josh Dobbin.
Josh Dobbin was parked right on top of the crease. Just not enough room there for him to get off a good shot.
Dobbin and Lacaz exchanging pleasantries after that shift. First line with Joe Stafford back out there. As Joey Wolfgang, the defenseman, will dump it back in. Under 7 minutes to play. And Ankeny will clear.
Lacaz stymied there.
Stafford trying to apply some pressure. Same with Simmons. Wiseman dumps it down. And Lacaz's shot. His wrister is swallowed up again by Austin Foster with 6:31 here to play.
Lacaz's 9th shot of the contest goes right to the gut of Austin Foster. He plays nice and aggressively on top of his crease, Joe.
Wolfgang controls.
Wolfgang has a break if he decides to jump in.
Simmons, Stafford, and Wolfgang, the three seniors down on the ice. Wolfgang controlling the half boards. Tries to get a good shot in, swallowed up by McPeak.
A nice play by Wolfgang again. If you're in the corner trapped, get it on shot, get it on net. You got it right down to the leg pad of the goaltender.
You had Stafford in the slot. If that ball would have rebounded off the pads, it was a good play by the goalie.
Nice face-off win once again by the Dons.
Trying to get something going here. The Sabres in the little end of the zone. Anderson will clear. 5:50 remaining. Farino trying to apply pressure. Anderson at the top of the circle.
Tries to thread the needle there. Doesn't work.
You almost want to see him take that shot out.
You do. Any open shot, you just fire it on net and try
Anderson
to either take
again.
down time or cause a rebound.
Puck flies up in the air. Miller trying to control it at the half boards. Will send it down behind the goalie. And a big hit with Fiorino once again as the puck stands still behind the
Fiorino is like
goaltender.
one of those NHL fourth-line instigators who are paid to chirp and put their body and move.
The Cavs
throw around
trying
the
to
weight.
get positioning. A great job by Vincent Serrano, keeping the Cavs from getting a clear breakaway.
Lacaze takes
Lacaze.
on 4 Dons.
And a beautiful
Big
save.
save.
Lacaze trying to go 5-hole on Foster.
When needed the most, Austin Foster has answered the call throughout this matchup.
Some hard checking down on the boards. Miller will chase. Cam Miller trying to fight for it in the corner. Controlled by the Sabres. And
That'll be an icing.
they will fling it around. Icing's the call. 4:13 separates Loyola with their second ice hockey championship in 2 years. Their third appearance to this game in 3 years. So a very impressive feat for a program that has really been struggling in the past 10 or so years, but they really found their home here in this MIAA B conference, and they've been the team to beat.
That's right, but the Sabres will not go away. Give it about another 2 minutes, and they might pull the goaltender to send on the extra attacker.
Looks like Trent Miller was pleading for a goal there, but the referee blew the faceoff dead and made them restart. As DeAtter fights for it at the blue line with Meckel. Miller over the slot, unable to control it. Wolfgang trying to keep it in, can't.
Aggressive play by Wolfgang. He's got to get back.
Wolfgang on his knees fighting for that puck. So they go back and forth on the boards. Meckel trying to control it, does. Gets it to Wolfgang. Wolfgang up to Miller. Miller to Blodgett. Blodgett trying to get something going in the slot, unable to. Cam Miller at the half boards. Working it around up to the point. Finds Meckel. Correction, DeAtter. Finds DeAtter. DeAtter down in the corner.
Got to get it down low now, behind the goal. Waste some time off that clock.
Almost 3 minutes to play. It's crunch time now for the Sabres. As that pass gets away, not quite icing.
Icing washed out there.
O'Reilly trying to prevent something from
O'Reilly,
going on.
big
Turnover
turnover.
down the other end.
They've got to mark Lacaze now. They cannot let him touch the puck.
2:50 remaining. Pressure really mounting. Pass over the slot. And the net comes loose. The net comes loose.
Great
And it's
save,
getting chippy.
Foster.
A beautiful save.
Great save, Foster. Wow.
Avery and Lacaze talking before the face-off ensues. 2:45 remaining. Everyone's on their feet here in Piney Orchard, Alex. Stafford trying to control it. Halfway up the ice. Turnover. Lacaze has it. Lacaze down over the middle. Unable to connect is Wiseman. And that puck will go down the other end of the ice.
Austin Foster saved the day once again, Joe. He has been incredible.
Stafford and Foster. Two seniors that will not be in Loyola uniform next season. You can only imagine what they're talking about with 2:29 left in their Loyola career. And a timeout on the ice as the Sabres will talk it over.
Remember, in hockey, you only have one timeout per game. So the Sabres try to use it now, drop some offense. Potentially pin him against the boards to pin that puck in the corner, Joe. Run off as much clock as possible.
Ankeny again. Ankeny and Lacaze taking the face-off. 2.5 minutes to play in this B Conference Championship. Meckel will regain it behind the goal. Stafford fighting for it at the half wall. And a scrum around the crease. Unable to get anything going. Trying to get something up at the point. Nothing going as the shot is caught up in bodies. Lacaze trying to work at the point. And a big check. Simmons goes down. Puck at the ice. And Lacaze misses a huge opportunity with the ice open on that right wing side. Slapper, no good. Minute 42 left in the game. Another shot from the point. Rister, score! We are once again tied. .138 remaining. This one's going down to the wire. Alex, do you expect anything less?
I mean, these teams are about as evenly matched as they come. Big screen in front of Foster. I believe that was Peter Nietzsche with the big man in front of the cage there. And just a nice wrist shot to the roof of the net right there.
And now. And Wiseman with the goal. .138 to play in this championship game. But Alex, it's far from over as the Dons take a timeout here with under 2 minutes to play. This thing's far from over. The student sessions going back and forth that they have all game. It's all going to come down to these final minute and a half. This is championship hockey at its finest, Alex.
You can start to smell overtime, Joe, but first you got to finish up regulation.
I don't think that Loyola is looking for overtime. Lacaze, big save, rebound, Foster.
Big save, Foster there. He's been incredible all night, and that was a game saver right there.
(3-3) here in Piney Orchard. Don's tied with the Sabres of St. Peter and Paul. Wolfgang fighting for it at the half wall. Stafford tripped up, trying to clear. He will clear it down the end of the ice. Into his own zone. Simmons fighting for it. Unable. Wiseman, the hero for the Sabres. Sauces it. Caught by Lacaze. Fight at the blue line. There's a minute left. And Foster will freeze it.
Lacaze up to 13 shots on goal. We're down to 53 seconds. The latter part of this period has been absolutely dominated by the Sabres. And they've got the firepower, Joe, to get a late game winner here. Loyola has to watch out.
There's Ankeny with the face-off. It goes down to the end of the ice. 47 seconds remaining. And that puck loose in the own zone. Trying to get something working. Unable. As Meckel will get it up to Stafford. Stafford fighting for it. Stafford keeps it on his stick. And it will be
oh no.
A high stick.
A high stick. I don't know about that one, Joe. The rule is you got the stick can't be above your shoulder. Good win there. Clean draw for the Dons.
Under 20 seconds now in this championship game. Wiseman, nothing. Trying to get something on the rebound. Down to the boards. 4 seconds remaining. They're trying to fight for it, call for it, and the clock will wind down on regulation.
That'll do it. And Joe, there is nothing better than playoff overtime.
We are now headed to overtime.
And as the players rest up for overtime, we will too. For Alex MD, I'm Joe Tartaglia. We will be right back with this great finish. And welcome back to Piney Orchard to some playoff hockey.
Nothing better than that, Joe.
In the 2018 B Conference Championship, it's the St. Peter and Paul Sabres against your Loyola Dons. Loyola going for back-to-back championships for the first time in school history.
But St. Peter and Paul had something to say about that after Loyola jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. They tied the score within a matter of 7 seconds. Loyola took the lead off of Joe Stafford. But Weissman leveled the score, and we are headed to overtime in a 5-minute period.
And if it's worth anything, Alex, St. Peter and Paul have not lost to Loyola this season. The Dons have not been able to beat them. They have tied, and they lost by a single goal. This could be the first opportunity for Loyola to get back. This is no doubt a revenge game, despite the records.
And in the pregame, we detailed the goaltender matchup between McPeak and Foster. Both have played excellent. But now it's up to which offense can create more pressure, create more shots, and ultimately win the game.
Here comes the Cavs, trying it now. The Cavs, no goal. A beautiful shot and a great save by Foster. Bernoski gets it back to the Cavs. The Cavs taken away. Great job by Meckel. Now, controlled by Wolfgang at the blue line. Gets it up and flung down by number 19, Trent Miller. Simmons trying to apply the pressure. The Cavs with the puck. Bernoski trying to end it here. Bernoski! And a beautiful play by number 21, Ethan O'Reilly, to break up that rush. And now, Darian Anderson with a chance. Unable. Vincent Serrano. He will dump it down. No line changes. The players stay on the ice. Deatter trying to get something working. Serrano takes the air pass. Unable to control it. Oh, could have been a
did not see that one. And luckily just skidded wide there for Loyola.
Huge opportunity right in the slot. Regained by Ankeny. Sent up. Anderson. Anderson can't unsee it. Oh, and Alex, he would have had a big chance.
Deatter was just late on that one.
Anderson unable to see it. They'll get it down to the zone. Here's, oh, Jackson Deatter with a chance to end it. Unable to connect. Miller fighting for it. Puck's loose. Anderson coming around. Nothing. Wolfgang.
That was a blistering shot by Joey Wolfgang right there.
Deatter with the game on his stick. Over the middle. And it's in! It's in! Loyola wins! Loyola wins! The Dons have won the 2018 B Conference Championship game in overtime!
I told you, Joe, whoever created more pressure would win this one. And Loyola had all their guys in front, fired one in front, and tucked it home.
They're going crazy tonight. It's a party here in Odenton as the Dons finally take down St. Peter and Paul. It took an overtime period, but man, oh man, Alex, what a game.
Unbelievable. Trent Miller, the unsung hero. Trent Miller, the unsung hero for the Dons. Wouldn't have expected him to be the be the guy who scores the game-winning goal here.
Trent Miller, the junior. Unbelievable game. Your Loyola Dons, once again, are champions of the MIAA.
And these seniors, Joe, who we talked about so much, are going out with a victory. Nothing better than that.
You can just look at the emotion on the faces. This has been a year of ups and downs for this team, not knowing if they would even be back here for this opportunity, but when they got the chance, they put it away.
But they silenced the doubters all year long, proved why they belong in the spotlight, and the Loyola Dons are your 2018 MIAA B Conference hockey champions.
And now the goalies will lead the line. In one of the best traditions in all of sports, the handshake line at the end of a championship.
Foster and McPeak, the two goalies, senior goalies. Great game there by both, but Foster came out on top. and he will end his hockey career on the highest of possible notes, Joe.
And what an unbelievable job these seniors did. When they first came to this program, it was in shambles. And through their hard work and dedication and their hours of commitment, this Loyola hockey team is now a dynasty in the B Conference.
They've got a bright future too, Joe. We got a couple big seniors heading to college, but you've got sophomores and juniors who have a lot of heart, who will step up to take the reins of the program next year.
Definitely. We saw tonight Ankeny, Miller combined for 3 goals on the evening, and they were the reason. And the captains, Stafford, Simmons, and Foster, will now receive the championship plaque.
Ice Hockey Commissioner Tyler Oregon will present the MIAA Conference Ice Hockey Championship plaque to the Loyola Dons.
And the trophy is back where it belongs at Loyola Blakefield. 2 years in a row, Joe.
And Alex, as the seniors celebrate their final game on the ice, it is now our time to celebrate what could be our final call together as seniors. This is our last regular season matchup. And I just want to say it's been a complete pleasure to work with you, Donnie, Zach, and all the other guys at LSN.
It's been an incredible ride, and we got to thank Mr. Michael Nitty for all his hard work and dedication.
Absolutely. This club started out with a gaming laptop, a microphone, and a small Canon camera. And now, through our hard work and getting the program the recognition it deserves, now we have the privilege of carrying it on for the underclassmen. So finally, tonight we just want to thank our technical correspondent, Mr. Matt Moore, our cameraman, Mr. Connor Mamoni, and of course, Mr. Michael Nitty for helping us out as always. And that will do it here in Piney Orchard in Odenton. The Dons have won it. They are your B Conference champions for the year of 2018. Thank you, good night, and roll, Dons, roll.